As an artist, we often hit walls and places we can't go beyond. Uh, and sometimes when we get to that place, what we actually really need is a good teacher or mentor to get us through that place. Hi, my name is Luis Escobar. I am a Simpsons storyboard artist. I've been working on the show for the last 19 years. And I've had a lot of really good teachers and mentors. And I think it's really important to actually get one or find one. Uh, and the reason for this is really there are times where you can have all the knowledge of all the academics down, all the things that you need to know, and all the theories. You actually you could learn them. You could actually learn them in books and different things like that, right? But sometimes you need somebody to sit down with you and go over your work. It's kind of critical to get that kind of feedback because sometimes when you may think you're applying the principles in the academics correctly when in fact you're not, and it helps to have somebody look at it at your work and critique it. So here for example, actually I have a few examples on my blog already. There was an article that I wrote about how I made a painting breakthrough. I was studying painting and doing these trying to get a painting right, just trying to get my skills right, and trying to wrap my head around painting, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't figure out how to do it. And then my friend and mentor Paul Wee, he came into the room and saw that I was in the midst of despair, right? And he told me what I needed to do. You could read all that entire article. I wrote the entire post. It's in my blog. I have a link to it on my blog. So go ahead and look at that. Look for it in the post. Also, I also wrote when I first started working on The Simpsons. I wrote an entire article about how my director guided me and critiqued me and taught me what I needed to do, and the way it happened and the way he did it, and how much I grew. You need those kind of experiences. You do. My entire like maybe first 2 seasons almost. Um, Directors would just sit down and draw over my stuff, over and over and over. And yes, it's brutal. It feels like you're a total loser, right? Because you thought you had it all figured out until somebody better than you started pointing out all your flaws. And it's tough. It's tough. Um, but from that point on, you kind of become aware that there's things that you need to be thinking about that you never thought about before. And then you start seeing your work through the eyes of your mentor, and then start deciding whether or not it's what would they say, that sort of thing. It kind of starts happening that way. So I highly recommend you find yourself somebody, um, pay somebody. I don't know whatever it takes, right? Uh, just maybe online there's somebody that you can contact with, and maybe they can help you out with that kind of thing. Give you critiques, give you a little bit of pointers, that sort of thing. Um, but yeah, definitely just or see if you can meet up with them, and then they can give you a few pointers or whatever. Even if it's just in exchange for a little bit of money or whatever, or just find a friend who's way better than you. Like I have a friend who's just my friend Paul. He's just a bazillion times better than just about everybody, and I just ask him questions, and he just sits down and does it. And the reason, and it's not like he's a friend of mine, and I mean friends help each other out. But also he does it because it helps him wrap his head around drawing. So he's actually learning more when he helps me. because it helps him wrap his head around how to do the things too. So yeah, that would be my suggestion to you if you want to improve yourself and improve your art in ways that you would have never thought that you could improve. All right, so I hope this is very helpful to you. Please leave a comment. Ask me about mentors. Ask me other questions if something isn't very clear. Please let me know. You could opt into my newsletter. The reason why is because I also put a few things, different entertaining things on my site also. Actually, you know what? I recommend you go to the drawing website and subscribe to that newsletter, because there I actually do give tips a la mentor-y tips for you to think about and stuff like that. And you may actually ask me questions there. All right, so I guess that's it, and I'll see you next week. All right, bye.